Alright guys, I got a pretty big news discussion video for you guys today. The first big topic we're going to talk about is 2 evolution slots that are coming to the game. And then after that, there's been a massive ban wave. Tons of people getting banned the last 2 or 3 days. Top players and the community manager has been replying to the top players, making tweets that are protesting the bans. And that's really interesting. We're going to talk about that after. But first guys, there are 2 evolution slots that are coming inside of this next Royal Tournament. And some of you guys might be thinking, well, this is just a Royal Tournament. But this implies that they're probably considering testing it out in this and then eventually bringing 2 evolution slots into ladder or grand challenges and classic challenges too. So this might only be the start. And they confirmed it's not a bug. Enjoy the Royal Tournament and let us know what you think about it. So let's check the replies and see what other people are thinking. So this guy says, amazing, but I think 8 slots is better. Sold. Can't name a single thing you've done right in the last 3 months. Oh boy, that guy is replying a worried gif. The game is finished. Can Clash Royale get any worse? Okay, for obvious reasons, I'm not going to read that comment. I think right now would be a good time to rethink your decisions before it's too late. In Germany, we say scissors. What does that mean? I'm scared. Dead emoji. Free-to-play players with only 1 evolve card. Well, to be fair, inside of global tournaments, you can use the evolve cards, even the ones you don't have unlocked, except the Ice Spirit Evo. I have no idea, but that's not inside of Grand Challenges and the global tournament for some reason. It's good that you're testing it out before implementing it in the main game. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm glad they're testing it out, and they're not doing the mega draft thing where they just put that as the main ladder game mode before testing it out inside of a global tournament at the very least. But yeah, it seems like most people are not looking forward to this. So even though a lot of people don't like it for whatever reason, you do have some creators and pros that do think it's pretty interesting. XOP Sam here saying, I think for global tournament it's pretty cool. Everyone has all the cards available, like I said, and then it's only a few days long as well, so it's a good place to test it. And I honestly agree. I feel like at this point in the time, Clash Royale has been out for such a long time, like 7 years now, and there's been a lack of updates and just content in the game recently that I do think they need to experiment and try things out, like 2 evolutions inside of Royal Tournaments. Now, if they end up eventually adding this to ladder, I think this is a horrible idea, and I do not want to see this inside of ladder. I can tell you that. I think I would completely understand and think it's justified if people get outraged if this comes to ladder, but unfortunately, I would not be surprised if it eventually does. Alright guys, now I'm going to get into a few of the people getting banned recently and the community manager replying to them, and then I'll get into some stuff on Reddit too. So this guy made a tweet saying, can you please help? I'm a TikToker, 200,000 subscribers. I like how he's adding in the amount of TikTok followers he has to try to justify that, meaning he should be unbanned just because of that. I've been shooting content for a year in Clash Royale. Now I log into the account and see this, banned for no reason. The account is mine. I can provide all the evidence if required. And then he tagged the community managers and included the account tag and said, your account has been banned permanently due to buying, transferring ownership, or attempting to sell account. Community manager replies and said the reason is written right there on the screen. You also have a contact support button, so if you want more info and want to appeal, please contact the support. And then this guy's saying what I'm saying. Blood thought his 200,000 subs was going to save his ass from a ban. He was entitled and thought just because he's got a lot of followers, he's just better than everyone else. All right, let's get into a couple more of these. My mini account got banned for my requests. Max, I never shared or did something wrong in my account. And it's funny because all the tweets are saying they never did anything wrong. And then it says your account has been banned permanently due to user requests. And then notice the top part, how it's in Portuguese, and that's in English. And then he asked, what's the account ID? And then he gave the tag and then said any news. And the account was banned in September for pushing. So I don't really understand why you have this message in English if your game is in Portuguese. And why are you asking now if the account was banned almost 3 months ago? That's a really good point, actually. Alright, let's look at one more of these. I think there was a mistake with this ban. I was in vacation in Michigan, and I changed my phone there. And then he tagged Max, and your account has been banned 31 days due to account sharing. Let's see what Max said. He asked for the account ID, he gave him it, and he said the ban is correct, right? But then here's the funnier thing too. SearchGS replied with him making a tweet earlier saying, any 20 win emote and global tournament account for sale. So, oh my goodness, he was caught red-handed on Twitter as well. That is brutal. Alright, let's see what's been cooking on Reddit the past few days. This is the top post of the week. Balloon Tower Defense in Clash Royale extended version. Oh yeah, I think I saw this guy's short version of the clip. I'm pretty sure I've seen this where, yeah, it was Balloons Tower Defense where it was spawning things like the archers to take out the balloons, but now maybe we'll actually see the Dart Goblin or the Magic Archer in it. But yeah, let's see. This is honestly the perfect type of thing I feel like to add to Clash Royale mini games like this. Now, obviously, I don't think it could be balloons because then I think Clash Royale would get maybe copyright striked or they'd get sued by Balloons Tower Defense. But maybe if it spawned troops or something and you just placed cards like this and there was like a defensive mini game mode like this, I think that would be really, really cool and just the type of thing we want to see added to the game, you know, giving players more ways to play. And I think, like, adding new content like this is never going to hurt. Oh, of course, you need the Archer Evolution right there. This is, like, sick, low-key. Does that just, like, wow, it rapid fires. That's awesome. I mean, how would you guys feel about this added to the game? I think most people would really love something like this, like some form of mini-game. Is this the worst evolution they've released so far? The Evo Ice Spirit? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. It really sucks. I think they need to make it 2 cycles 100%. What's y'all's thoughts on the new Evo Ice Spirit? I feel like there are quite a few Evos that are much better using this one. Yeah, for sure. It's the worst by far. I think they need to emergency buff it and make it 2 cycles. I would honestly love to see them emergency nerf the Evolve Archers as well. I think we need an emergency set of balance changes, and it's definitely a mistake us not having one this season. But if they decide to have one, emergency buff the Ice Spirit. And we actually have some art to go along with the last post. Evolve Ice Spirit isn't OP. What I thought the Evolve Ice Spirit would be like, just some giant, just Ice Yeti. I don't know. What is that even holding? It's just holding something that it's going to swing, it looks like rocks on it. I don't even know what the Evo Ice Spirit actually is. This isn't a complaint. I'm just surprised and kind of glad the new evolution isn't stupidly powerful. I agree. I think releasing on the weaker end is fine, just as long as they, you know, buff it if needed. Let's actually take a look at this. This is the leaderboard decks of last season, who finished top 10, and it'll really show you guys how broken a couple cards are specifically. The Evolved Archers, extremely broken, Goblin Giant extremely broken right now, and Little Prince extremely broken. All of those cards need emergency nerfs for sure, and it's kind of crazy that none of them got one, and we're going to have a whole nother month with them being absurdly broken. And then it also shows the top 10 without evolutions, and this shows how broken evolutions are. Look at the gaps between all these finishers. So literally, look at this. Inside of the top 500, like, there was literally the highest finisher without an evolution was 180th. If that doesn't prove how broken evolutions are, I don't know what does. 179 of the top 179 finishers had an evolution in their deck. So this really goes to show how much evolutions change the game. Pretty much to the point where if you do not have one, you are completely screwed. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want.